for our clients, those of us who are currently around Oshogbo, we'll be at Oshogbo tomorrow for training. Thursday and Friday, we'll be having our physical trading. We'll also be at Ilorin. Okay, we'll be at Ilorin, we'll be at Oshogbo and Ilorin for training Thursday and Friday. Okay, so for those persons who are at Ilorin, we'll be at G Pinnacle Hotel. G Pinnacle Hotel and Suites. We'll be there tomorrow, 10 a.m. And then for Oshobo guys, we'll be at Halatra Hotel tomorrow and Friday, 10 a.m. So for clients around that place, just come out, let's have our training. Let's refresh ourselves, basics and advanced training and all that. Okay. So yes, let's jump right into it. Well, this is the dollar index on 1 hour. And this is because of the data that came out. Data came out some minutes ago, about 30 minutes ago, thereabout, on the dollar. And this data came out lower than expected, and that weakened the dollar. You can see how the dollar index actually fell around this place here because of the data that actually came. Because of the data that actually came out. Thank you. And for anybody who does not know anything about trading, this just listen to what we're doing, but this is not really the class for you. If this is your first time, you don't know anything about trading, you want to join our basic classes Monday and Tuesdays in the morning. Also with that same, we also have our evening classes by 6 p.m. Monday to Thursdays. Okay, so what you should do is reach out to your account officer and just inform them, and they will guide you with the right but you can just join us so that you see how it goes when it comes to live trading, all the rush that is involved. You'll see how it is. I'm sure you will have fun today. So yes, this is Forex Factory. High impact news came out 2:15 today on the dollar. It was weak. Then if you see the employment cost index that also came out lower than expected. So ADP NFP came out lower than expected. Employment cost index came out lower than expected also. So that particular around from 2:15 to 2:30, we had two high impact data that came out lower than expected. And because of that, you can see how when we looked at the dollar index chart, you can see how the dollar index actually fell. And you can understand why the dollar index fell like that. Okay. Later today by 8 p.m. we will be having FOMC statement. We'll be having the federal funds rate and we'll be having their press conference. Okay, we're having a press conference. Press conference will be by 8:30 p.m. while the federal funds rate and the FOMC statement will be by 8 a.m. So these are impact data we're looking at is going to cover from 8 p.m. to 8:30 p.m. Okay, so from 8 p.m. to 8:30 p.m. we'll have it, right? Now, that said, what does this mean for us? We'll find out that if you check the previous and the forecast, we are not expecting any increase in interest rates. We're not expecting any increase. So it's possible that they may maintain the same rate, or they would even give us a lower rate, because the US actually discovered that they've been able to combat and maintain inflation. Okay, they've been able to combat, they've also been able to maintain inflation. Okay, so we may have that, but what will now happen is that at the end of the day, if this data comes out, there are 2 or 3 things that could happen. Number one, they could actually maintain the rate. Okay, if they maintain this rate, most times people react positively to the dollar when the interest rate is increased. Okay, when interest rate is increased, people react positively. If this interest rate comes out now, it comes out higher than 5.50%. If the interest rate comes out by 8 p.m., it comes out higher than 5.50%. There's a very high chance that the dollar would increase in strength. Okay, because of the increase in interest rate. But if it comes out lower, let's say it reduces, there's a high chance that the dollar will be weak for that news. You understand? There's a high chance that the dollar will be weak for that news. Okay. Now, FOMC statement, That's the speech, and then the press conference. So most times where FOMC will work is that the first, when 8 p.m. comes up and the data comes up, okay, there's a high chance that, especially if the data is not increased as people want, the dollar will likely weaken. The dollar will likely fall. But by 8:30, when the press conference starts, by 8:30, there's a high chance that the dollar will now begin gaining strength, because at the press conference, what usually happens is that the FOMC chairman, the Fed chairman, Jerome Powell, okay, he will now begin to give statement and begin to assure investors about the strength of the US, about how they are trying to combat. So around that time, he may give what we call a hawkish statement, talk about how inflation rate is falling and all that, and how they are looking at increasing interest rate and make whatever promises and all that, depending on how we can convince. But most times when a press conference begins like this, towards the end of the day, usually gives strength to the dollar. Okay, so when FOMC comes out, usually having two different moves. The first one by 8 p.m., okay, and the second one by 8:30. Okay, so if the data comes out, it comes out higher than expected by 8 p.m., it will give the dollar strength. But I do not expect them to increase interest rate anymore. I think that the best they can do is to still maintain this 5.5%. And if they do that, then we have a mixed move in the market, But if they reduce interest rate, the dollar is likely going to be very weak. You understand? Dollar is likely going to be very weak. Okay, so let's look at our chart. Okay, and so here you have it. This is dollar index currently falling, currently weak, and that may likely happen even into the US session. You understand? That may likely happen into the US session. So if you're looking at the dollar index, at least the dollar index should still give us some fall of around 10 pips or so, because we have a strong support around this zone here. We have a strong support around this zone. Around this zone, it may likely just range here, battle with this place until FOMC data comes out. You understand? But right now the dollar is weak, and that means that most dollar pairs will be gaining strength. That means that Euro USD should be bullish, GBP USD should be bullish, and all that. So we'll check them out. Check them out one by one. Okay. So let's begin with US 30, which I have here. Okay. So this is US 30. I'd like to look at it on a higher time frame. Let's begin from weekly time frame. And US 30 has, I think, of course, this is like the newest high for US 30, right? This is the newest high. It's at a very high point. It has gained, this is the fifth straight day that US 30 is trading bullish. The fifth straight day that US 30 is trading bullish. So stocks are doing very well against currencies. Okay, stocks is doing very well, especially when the data came out later today and it came out negative for the dollar. You can expect why there is still this bullish trend on US 30, right? Good. So what would expect for US 30 like this going forward, since we notice that it is an uptrend? I've always said that the best thing in an uptrend is to take a buy from a support zone, right? The best thing to do in an uptrend is to take a buy from a support zone. And so that is what we should be looking at, expecting on US 30. To not be smart to buy here, but it's very smart to buy at a support zone, to buy after US 30 retraces, right? To buy after US 30 retraces. So what we are going to do in trading US 30 today, let me go to a smaller time frame. Okay, look at it on 15 minutes. Given that it has moved so well, we're going to look at it on 15 minutes. And this is the box that US 30 has created. Sorry. This is the box that US 30 has created around price, or that price has created rather. Something like this. Look at this zone. This zone here is where we have this thing here. Given the current weakness in the dollar, would expect US 30 to actually push up. You understand? Dollar is currently weak, and we know that dollar has an inverse relationship with US indices. So if the dollar is weak currently, US 30, it's not a bad idea to actually look out for a buy on US 30. Okay, but you have this box around here, and this is where I'll be working my pending orders on. Okay, all these zones is where I'll be looking out for my pending and my buy stop, my sell stop, right? My buy stop, my sell stop, my buy stop, my sell stop. Okay, so for my buy stop, for instance, I could have my buy on US 30 at and I must say that I'm not very comfortable with this buy stop. Let me just say that, because the truth is that this is at a place where we always want to look at what price has done in the past to trade, right? We want to look at what price has done, but this is a place where price has not been around for a while. You understand? This is a place where price has not been around for a while, so it's very hard to say buy and take profit around this place. You understand? So in fact, I'm not even going to be comfortable with buying right here or even giving a buy stop. I'm not going to be comfortable. I will only give a sell stop, and I'll tell you to look out for a buy. I'll give you a sell stop and I'll give you a buy limit. I'll give you a sell stop and a buy limit. So my sell stop for US 30 would be at around 38,550. My sell stop will be at 38,550. My take profit will be at 38,490. Now, for those people who are already on a buy, all well and good. I'm only talking about, because I'm looking at the market now, and we're talking about entering the market right now. I will not advise that you enter a buy here right now, even if the truth is it might continue going up. You understand? But personally, if I enter a buy here, where am I closing? Where am I coming out of the market? That's what I'm saying. You understand? So I would rather be buying down. I'd rather wait for it to retrace and buy to follow it up. Right? Good. So my sell stop instead would be at 38,550, and I could come out at around 38,490 for US 30. And then I could now have a buy limit. I could have a buy limit, okay, at 38,370. I could have a buy limit at 38,370. So if I put that buy limit at 38,370, and then I can look out for a take profit on that at around 38,550. Okay, that's where I had as my sell stop. So I could have a buy limit at 38,370, take profit at 38,550. I could have a sell stop at 38,550 and take profit at 38,490. Right? So I'm going to be waiting for price to retrace towards this support, and then I can take my buy from there. You understand? Hey, I can take my buy from there, but I really cannot advise to buy right now, even if some people might actually buy and will do very well. You understand? People might buy, will do very well here, but I cannot buy here personally. Can't buy here, because if I'm buying here, it's hard for me to determine where there's going to be a rejection, where there's going to be a next resistance. Price is the one that will create its own resistance now. You understand here? So that's it. Okay, that's for US 30. Let's look at US 100. So well, we had this bit of discussion, and looking at the fact that dollar has been kind of weak, we found out that US 100 has been, for the bulk of today, US 100 has actually been bearish, right? US 100 has actually been bearish and been ranging around this zone here, right? The thing is that US 100, apart from technical whatever, and that is why I was careful with a further buy on US 30. US 100 also made this new high. And as it made this high there, at that point, it was very hard for us to actually determine where to even buy, because if you're entering a buy, where are you coming out of? But it is making its own retracement right now. US 100 is making its own retracement, and so we cannot deny that it is on an uptrend, right? Cannot deny it's on an uptrend, and so this is an opportunity that we can take advantage of. And moreover, because whenever I take class like this, I want to be as real as possible. And I always say to people, I always ask, I'm glad we are attending this class and all that, but how many persons actually use? Because with US 100, I usually don't have a problem, or even with this trading. I know persons who have entered a sell ever since the EMA 50 period, which is a strategy we have shouted and shouted about in this class. Even on Rally, we have the YouTube link that can be dropped. Now, there are some people who are already on a sell, and which is fine because price has given us 2 consecutive bearish candles below the moving average. And so that sell could actually, continue. You understand? But when we do trainings like that, when we do this like that, people, you don't use them. You just wait to receive buy stop and take profit, receive sell stop and take profit, and we are fine with that as well. Okay, so for US 100, it has made quite a retracement in the market. Okay, it has made quite a retracement in the market, and that has made it easy for us to look out for the nearest support zone, for us to look out for a buy from the nearest support zone, because we cannot deny that price is on a on an uptrend. Okay, and we've seen quite a number of retracement in the market, right? So if I'm trading US 100, okay, this is the last low that US 100 made. This is the last low. Okay, this is the last low. Like, if I'm not already on this sell, I'm not already on this sell because of these 2 bearish candles, I can actually look out for a sell on US 100 right now. I can look out for a sell, and I can take profit at around 17,350. I can look out for a sell right now. It's much better if you're already on the sell. But if you're not on the sell, you can look out for a sell right now. I expect that price should head back down towards 17,350. Okay, so my take profit can be around 17,350 for that sell. Okay, good. Now, we also, another thing that we can do if you're trading US 100, you can, apart from that sell that we talked about, we said you can sell now, take profit at around 17,350, right? Good. Then, if you can also, if price breaks below this place, you can see this last low where price made. I put this line because of the take profit zone. So the take profit for that sell is 17,350, right? But if you can actually sell from below this point here, you can sell from below this point. That's for people who are very conservative and want price to break below before they enter the sell. You can sell at 17,300. You can sell at 17,300. And that thing I want to discover is how oversold is this guy. Good. However, so currently it's not, it has done a bit of retracement from the oversold, so it's not in the oversold zone. So it's still possible that there's momentum for price to still sell. You understand? But that said, after 17,350, which is what I would advise, say, okay, if you're selling till around 17,350 for US 100, right? I could now have a buy stop. I could have a buy stop at 17,480. I could have a buy stop at 17,480, take profit at 17,510. I could have a buy stop at 17,480, take profit at 17,510. 17,480, take profit at 17,510. Okay, but there's still bearish pressure, and it is quite strange because we see that the dollar is weak, right? The dollar is weak, but US 100 itself has made a very, has been trading bullish for a very, has remained in a new high for a while. That's the problem also with US 30, and that's why I'm not comfortable with just buying US 30 now. If I was already on a buy on US 30, well, all well and good, but just buying it now, at any point in time, that retracement will come. And trust me, when that retracement on US 30 comes, it's going to be very massive because it has got to a new high. Whenever instruments get to new high like that, they make very strong retracement before anything can be said or done. You understand? So that is how that's what it is for US 100. Okay, can look at a sell right now from here at to 17,350. Okay, a sell from here to 17,350, and then your buy could be at 17,480, take profit at 17,510. Okay, 17,480, take profit at 17,510. That is for US 100. So we've looked at US 30, we've also looked at US 100, right? Let's move on from there. Most likely this US session, hopefully it will give us very good volatility. I think it should, and then maybe towards 5 we'll now start seeing reduction in that, and then all that, right? So for the EMA scalping strategy, I've dropped the YouTube link again. You can save it so that you can go through it, okay, on how you can use the EMA to actually scalp and make good profits for yourself. Okay, good. Let's move on. Let me check out currencies. Oh, thank you. Let's continue. GBPUSD, right? Good. And the strength that this guy has been able to muster is majorly because of the weakness in the dollar. But apart from that, yesterday, this is daily time frame. This is GBPUSD on daily time frame. And yesterday we saw a rejection here. We've been having a couple of rejection around this place. We have a couple of rejection, but if you check the daily time frame, we are having lower, like price is pointing down, but it's being rejected around that zone, and it's giving us series of hammer. Okay, hammer, and this hammer is actually a candlestick that when you see, you expect a rejection in market. But the truth is that this hammer is not happening at the bottom of the chart. It's not happening at the top of the chart. So I will not pay it too much attention. Let's check on 4 hours. You will also notice that GBPUSD has been ranging. GBPUSD has been ranging since 11th of December. It's so easy to be caught up in the 5 minute five, but you see that GBPUSD has been ranging since 11th of, so it has not been able to make any trendy move. Although it's making the pips, it's making a lot of peepful moves. You understand? But it's been trending. It's been ranging. Okay. Now let's check. Price is currently bouncing off this zone here. And the last time price got here to this zone, price was able to head back towards this proven resistance. Right, the last time the price was able to head off towards this proven resistance. Okay, so we're seeing a bullish move like this, and it's possible that could also happen, especially if price breaks above this particular resistance where it is currently. Okay, if it breaks above that resistance where it is currently, we could see a continued buy. So there's a verified resistance here, and I could now have my buy stop well above that verified resistance. To have my buy stop well above that verified resistance, I might take profit here, which is around 20 pips. So my buy stop for GBPUSD can be at 1.27310. My buy stop for GBPUSD can be around 1.27310, and then my take profit can be around 1.27550. Okay, my buy stop can be around 1.27310. My take profit can be around 1.27550. Okay, my buy stop can be around 1.27310. My take profit around 1.27550. Okay, now considering the fact that currently GBPUSD is on like a strong resistance, there's a high chance that it might be rejected at that point. Okay, it might be rejected at this verified resistance. Let me get rid of this yellow. And I'm sure you guys get the point of the yellow line. So let me get rid of it. Good. So from this place here, if price rejects this particular candle, just like it did here, if price rejects this particular candle, then we should expect a sell or a fallback in GBPUSD. Should expect a fallback in GBPUSD. Okay, so I could have my sell stop at 1.26930. I could have my sell stop at 1.26930. I could have my sell stop at 1.26930, and then I could take profit at around 1.26699. I could take profit at around 1.26699. Profit at 1.26699. So my sell stop is at 1.27318. I'm taking profit at 1.27558 or 550. That's my buy stop. Why my sell stop could be at 1.26930, 1.26930, and I can take profit at around 1.26699. Right? Good. So somebody is helping us with the entries. Well done, sir. Mr. Jerry. Okay, so USDJPY, most of these guys, another thing I want to say is that I believe that FOMC will pave the way for the rest of this quarter. Okay, you will notice that most of these instruments have been ranging. Look at USDJPY also, it has been ranging around this zone here. Okay, it has been ranging, but so we expect that it will give us towards after FOMC comes out today, we'll get a clear direction in the market. Okay, you can see the market has been ranging, but there's a current weakness in the dollar. There's a current weakness in the dollar, and so that weakness may likely continue. The thing is just that USDJPY is close to a verified support. USDJPY is close to a verified support. So what I'm going to do is not a pending order, but if price closes, I'm going to mark on my USDJPY chart, I'm going to mark 146.980. On my USDJPY chart, I'm going to mark 146.980. I'll mark that place. Now, if price closes below 146.980, if price closes below 146.980, okay, I can look out for a sell. I can look out for a sell of around over 20 pips, a sell to around 146.660. So I can have my sell, not a sell stop, okay, not a sell stop, but instead price has to close because it's a verified stop. I don't like to place pending order around strong support and strong resistance. Okay, so if price close, I can price to close around 146.980, and then I can sell to 146.660. Okay, that's what I would advise. Now, in terms of a buy, I'll be looking out for this zone also as my buy. You see this place here, you know, we have given below that place, said if price closes below that point, right? That's what we have given. But I will be watching out for 147.090. I'll be watching out for 147.090. Once price cannot close below that place and instead price closes above. Now, listen, I told you that if price closes below 146.980, you should sell, right? But if price cannot close below and instead it now closes above 147.100, then I will buy. If it closes above 147.100, that means price cannot break that place. Then I will buy to around 147.440. Then I will buy to around 147.440. I will buy to around 147.440. Okay. So that is it. So it's not really a pen for USDJPY. It's not a pending order. It's not a pending order. I'm marking 147.100 and I'm marking 146.980. That's what the two places I'm marking. If price closes below 146.980, then I will sell. I will sell to around 146.660. But if price closes above 147.100, then I will buy to around 147.400. That's around 30 pips. Okay. So that's what I think it's 230 already. Let's see if we've had any move. Okay, market has not begun yet, you know, but we have this guy. US 100 came close to our take profit, you know. Just watch it, watch that sell. Then remember that our buy, now our buy is two things. Our buy is either price closes above, our buy stop is at 17,480, right? And take profit at 17,510. That's our buy. And that thing is that our 50 period moving average will help us determine where to come out or where to take another trade. If price gives us two consecutive bullish candles above our 50 period, we will continue buying. Okay, if it gives us above it, we'll continue buying. But if it does not give us and instead it starts coming down, we'll continue selling. Okay, good. So for those persons who took a sell, I'm sure that you know you're monitoring it, and I'm sure that you're not as tensed. Okay, so let's move on. We've looked at US 100. We looked at US 30 also. US 30, I only gave a sell stop, right? I said I was not comfortable with giving a buy, right? So my sell stop was at 38,550. My take profit at 38,490. And then I now said I'll be looking out for a buy at 38,370. But remember that all these entries I'm giving, if it doesn't trigger before the FOMC news, it's better you just clean them out and look at the market again, right? Then what did we say about GBPUSD? GBPUSD here, we said GBPUSD, if we gave it at 1.27310, take profit at 1.27550. While we gave the sales up at 1.26930, take profit at 1.26690, right? Then USDJPY. USDJPY, we said it has to close below 146.980, take profit at 146.660. Or if it closes above 147.100, can buy to 147.440. Okay, let's move on from there. Let me look at oil and then we'll look at gold. Okay. Okay, so this is oil. Yes, I'll look at gold. I'll look at gold. Um, oil, oil. I was of the opinion, I was telling the last time I was here, which has been a while. It's been a while I've taken this class, but I was saying how that even on the weekly time frame, oil seems to like. Let me show us something, please. And I hope that these are things that will help us, beyond this. Now, when I look at a candle like this on whatever time frame, 5 minutes, whatever, when I look at a candle like this and I see 3, 4 candles and I see them closing above, like when I see like this, 3, 4 candles close and they are all closing, the lowest point they are getting to is getting higher. Like this one is above this one. This one is above this one. I prepare myself for a spike up. Okay, I'll be sure that I don't really know about what the name is, so if there's a name like that, but I'm just telling you that naturally when I get higher highs, like just from the candlestick, 3, 4 candles just closing high above themselves, I look out for a buy from there. And in the same vein, if I get bearish candles like that, bearish, 3, 4 candles closing, I don't know, like I look out for a sell in the market. You understand? So for oil, was already looking out for a buy on oil on the weekly time frame because I saw it on the weekly time frame. Okay, and then price has actually done that push up. But let's check it on the daily time frame. And let's see how yesterday closed. Oil has got into a zone, a kind of a resistance zone. Gave us a hammer yesterday, but you can tell that that hammer is also this hammer is not doing the same thing that it does on a support because it's at a resistance. So there's a high chance that we may get a further retracement on oil. Okay, the high chance we may get a further retracement on oil. So let's check it out on smaller time frame, see how we can take advantage of the guy. Okay, so we have a low here, we have a retracement here. Okay, price is currently headed to maybe give us a lower low or whatever, right? Price is headed to maybe give us a lower low for us to confirm this. But look at this trend line. Let's draw a trend line from here. Looking at this market, you can see how much of an uptrend it has given us, right? Look at it. How much of an uptrend, price has been able to push back up from this zone, right? Price has been able to push back off, and so there's a lot of bullish strength in the market. Okay, there's a lot of bullish strength in the market, and we could play that game to our advantage, right? We could play that game to our advantage. So what we will do is this: I will be looking out for a buy on oil, but there are two ways I'll be looking out for the buy. First, I'll look out for a buy around here. This is a proven support on 15 minutes. I could have my buy limit at 80.70 on oil. I could have my buy limit at 80.70 on oil. Okay, have my buy limit at 80.70 on oil. Okay, so if price retraces to oil, anytime price comes to this place, it's rejected back up. So I could be waiting for price to get here and then take advantage of the market, right? Or I could actually take an instant buy on oil now. I could take an instant buy on oil now and be coming out at around 82.40. Why did I say an instant buy on oil? Why? Okay, number one, price has already approached this my trend line. And apart from the fact that price approached the trend line, he gave me this candle here, which is not a perfect hammer, of course, but we have this very long bullish candle here on 30 minutes. Okay, we have this very long bullish candle here on 30 minutes. So it shows that there's a lot of bullish pressure in the market. Okay, a lot of bullish pressure in the market. So I could either have my buy limit at 80.70. My buy limit could be at 80.70, okay, or I could have a buy and come out at 82.40, or instead I could just have a buy stop Okay, because as I'm talking about it now, I see that, there's a kind of bearish. Even if that doesn't phase me, I still expect price to head upwards. I still expect price to head upwards. Even this bearish fall is having, I'm not still bothered about that. Okay, I would rather hold a buy in this market, looking at how price has made like an uptrend, and looking at what we had on the weekly and daily time frame, right? So I could have my buy stop on oil at 82.20. Could have my buy stop on oil at 82.20 and take profit at around 82.50. Could have my buy stop on oil at 82.20, take profit at around 82.50. I could also have a buy limit at around 80.70. Can have a buy limit at around 80.70. Okay, can have a buy limit at around 80.70. Or, I could actually be on a buy right now. Okay, I can take a buy right now and still take profit at around that 82.50. Okay, that's just my own. Okay, then gold. Gold has actually really pushed up. Remember that the dollar is weak. You understand? Remember the dollar is weak, and so you saw this push up. Now look at gold again. Look at that thing I'm saying. Remember I explained that once I see candles just closing, their lows are going higher like this, it tells me that there's about to be a spike in the market. Once I see lower, 2, 3 candles like that, it tells me there's about to be a spike in the market. You understand here? So gold has actually traded bullish, but right now gold is at a resistance, and not only is it at a resistance, it's also giving us what we call a double top. Look at it. Sorry, pardon my stubborn chat. It's giving us a double top. Okay, giving us a double top. Look at it here. Here and here. What is a double top? A double top is a kind of pattern whereby price gets to the same resistance point within a present time. It's gotten to this place, it's around this place also. This is a double top. Now, this is an opportunity to actually look out for a sell, technically speaking. You understand? Technically speaking, this is an opportunity to look out for a sell in gold. Okay. The only way I'm going to buy gold is if it closes above 20.50. If it closes above 20.50, then I can buy. If it closes above 2050, sorry, closes above 20, or let's say 2052. Okay, I can have my buy stop at 2052. I can have my buy stop at 2052, and then I can take profit at around 2058. Have my buy stop at 2052, take profit at around 2058. But trust me, from this place like this, personally, from this place where price is, I'll be looking out for a sell. I should be scalping. This is a good place for me to scalp a sell. This is a good place for me to scalp a sell on gold. And if I'm taking a sell right now on gold, if I'm scalping a sell on gold right now, I should be taking my profit at around 2043 or 2042. Okay, so gold has made what we call a double top, and it's a pattern that once you see in the market, mostly, of course, nothing is 100%, but most times you see this in the market, you expect a retracement, a fallback. So I can look out for a sell here and take profit at around 2043. Okay, or my buy would be at, or my buy stop would be at 2052. My buy stop would be at 2052 to take profit at 2058. Buy stop will be at 2052 to take profit at 2058. Another thing you can do is this, okay? For people who are not, some people are really not comfortable with an instant buy and all that. Another thing you can do is this. This is 1 hour time frame. You can be watching this chart or watching gold on 5 minutes. Okay, you can mark that zone and be watching gold on 5 minutes. Once gold gives you a reversal pattern, or once gold starts, look at what gold did the last time I was here. Gold was trading bearish. Look at it. It was going lower, 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 you see, and then it fell down. So if gold begins to do the same thing in this case too, you should look out for a sell. But me, from here, I'll be selling gold to around 2043. If you're already in a sell safe, you might actually be good. Okay. Right. Now, well, there's a high impact, there's not a high impact, though, a medium impact. So possible it could affect gold actually. But this is just looking at it technically. You understand? So if that's the case, thank you for the person who talked about the fundamental, could actually check what the fundamental comes at Chicago PMI, I think. It's a medium impact, but yeah, it's not low impact, so it's possible that it moves. You understand? But I'm just saying that looking at gold like this on 1 hour, oh, you can see it's like this. It's reacting to that particular, even if the news is not out. The news is not out, right? So remember, we have our buy at 2052. Okay, we have our buy at 2052. We have our take profit at 2058. You understand? You can see that without my pattern, I like it when things like this happen in the market. So I know that I'm not a prophet. You can see that without my buy, that's my double top. Like this price is currently not respecting it. Price is trading above that place. So if I'm on a trade like this now, I'll count my loss. I'll look out for a buy. I recover what or most of what I've lost, and I'm good to go. You understand? I don't usually like to stay and mope over my loss and just, oh, it's not a good trade. I take the opposite position and, okay. But that's that. 2052, take profit at 2058. Okay. Um, and the truth is, gold is actually respecting. Look at it on 1 hour. You can see how gold is respecting that uptrend. It's respecting that uptrend, but I'm not. I'm Yeah, I'll wait for that news. Wait for that Chicago PMI to come out though. I'll wait for that Chicago PMI to come out. Yeah. So let's check across board and let's see. Yeah, well, um the 5 minute, well, you can use 5 minutes, but I when we talked about that strategy and we said 15 minutes, it's because we checked it and we saw that there is a bit more stability on 15 minutes time frame than on 5 minutes. You understand? The truth is that when I came up with this strategy, it was first on 5 minutes. You understand? But then later I found out that there was less. The strategy is not 100%. So there are some times that you get double this thing and to still go, but that's less on 15 minutes as to 5 minutes. Another thing is that the higher the time frame you see that move on, the higher the time frame you see that particular this one, the more price will likely move. The higher the time frame, the more price will likely move. So when you see it on 15 minutes, price will move more than when you see it on 5 minutes. When you see it on 1 hour, price will likely move more than when you see it on 15 minutes. You understand? So that's the idea. That's the idea. Okay. That's the idea. Okay, so like I said, I think I'll go back and talk about FOMC. I'll go back and talk about FOMC. For FOMC later today, I was explaining something about FOMC. Okay, I think US 100 has gotten to take profit. For those persons who sold the sell, US 100 has gotten to take profit. Since it has gotten to take profit, hold on with a further sell. Okay, hold on with a further sell. Okay, except if price breaks this place, you need to hold on with a further sell. Calm down. Oh, um, I think that we could still have that buy stop that we have on this thing, because we could still have that buy stop. You understand? That buy stop that we have on US 100, could still have it. Okay, could still have it. You made your money. Congratulations. So you can leave that buy stop that we have on this guy. GBPUSD buy is active. Oh, GBPUSD buy is active. USDJPY, damn. USDJPY sell is active. Oh, USDJPY sell is active. Okay. And gold buy, yes. I think it's fair to say that a buy on gold is, you understand, a buy on gold is fine. Okay. So let's take advantage of all that. Okay. But yeah, that's the much that we will take today. Oh. That's the much. I have dropped that YouTube link and I will drop it again. Drop the YouTube link for us to go through that video, learn how to use those strategies and then make money. Okay, so please don't forget, we will be in Oshogbo, we will be in Ilorin for training. By God's grace, you'll be hearing from me though. You're hearing from me from time to time, but we'll be having a special training in Lagos, something that I will talk about towards the end of the week. Okay, I'll talk about it towards the end of the week. Okay, well, as regards my number, I will drop my number, but please just reach me on WhatsApp. Okay, just WhatsApp is better. Just drop your message for me, and please bear with me. I may not respond immediately. It's not that I'm showing myself, please. I'm a small boy. It's not that I'm showing myself. It's just possible that you know how it is. So I'll drop my number. But WhatsApp, please. WhatsApp. Okay. So yes, I said I'll talk about FOMC, and I think that is where we will end today's discussion. Today was not a bad day for the trades. So I said for FOMC, what we are expecting, the previous data was 5.5%. Forecast is 5.5%, right? Now, what we are expecting is that if price trades above, sorry, if FOMC comes out and the rate is above 5.5%, the dollar will be very strong. Dollar will be very strong. But if it is not, if it is the same or lower, dollar will be weak. That's what I said. That's what I said. And I also said that there are two types of high impact coming out by that time. There's one by 8 p.m., there's one by 8:30. 8 p.m., the rate will be released, but 8:30 is when the press conference will be held. So it's during that press conference that there's a high chance that whatever move that happens by 8 p.m., the opposite might likely happen by 8:30. Now, there's a high chance that the dollar may just be weak by 8 p.m. But by 8:30, when the press conference begins and they start to make promises, depending on the kind of promises that is made, it's possible that the dollar will regain her strength. You understand? Because the truth is that it's not like the dollar is fantastically strong. The only instrument that the dollar is so strong against right now is the naira. It's just the naira that's showing itself, and that's just a demand supply problem, But what I'm just saying is that you need to watch out for this 5.5%. If data comes out equal or lower, there's a high chance, there's a high chance it will just come out lower. Okay. Of course, there's going to be sometimes. I don't like wasting my time. That's why I always say there's a high chance. Of course, there will be sometimes. I have not said it's every time. So we know sometimes. That's why we are not trading it now. You have to wait till 8 till the news comes out for you to take advantage of it. Okay. So, but what I just know is that this data, this data is going to give you will find out that most of our charts, GBPUSD, all of them, you see they are ranging. So I feel that this data is going to give a trendy movement to the market for the most of February, at least, if not for February and March. You understand? So we'll not be having a live session by 8 p.m. We have tried. We too will be at home, we'll be at home. So we'll not be having live session by 8 p.m. But that is why I've taken enough time to talk about it right now. I think that the best way for you to trade, so there be live session. So if I say now that I want to come online by 8 p.m., 8:30 p.m., you people will say yes. You people, this thing you are doing is not fair. It's not fair. I have wife. We'll go still chop am. Okay, but on WhatsApp channel, we'll try and drop something on WhatsApp channel. Now wow, we say we go still chop am. No grief for anybody. Me say I no gree now. That's why they go house. I no grief for anybody too. Okay, so we'll update on the WhatsApp channel. I think that's fair enough. The name is Samuel. Thank you all for your time. Please do not forget, it's more important to learn how. Okay. Now I don't talk about DE40 because it's a US session. So maybe that kind of instrument I'll talk about in the morning. So it's better to learn, go through the YouTube video I sent, watch it, enjoy it, practice it. That way, you may not even bother about joining the class because you'll be like, you understand? I know that way you'll be very independent, and that's the end goal of this. Be independent. You understand? Many of you here it's not bad if you have your own signal service. I'm telling you, it's not bad if you have your signal service and you're making money from it. Okay. Some of the top guys in this, really young guys, Happy Forex, and those guys, what they make money on basically is rebate, is IB. You understand? They gather people together, they have understanding of the market, gather people together, provide them signal, give them their link to register on. You can do it. Give people your link. Let them register on. Be giving them signals. They are trading. They are making money from the signal you are giving them. They are also making you are also making rebates. Eh? Not to talk of the small gifts. Like last year, towards the end of the year, some clients gave me amazing, and I was very grateful for it. You understand? So, guys, let's open our eye and learn the business of trading. Let's learn it. You understand? Eh? So that this Niger come rain, come sunshine will be all right here. Hey, will be all right. So thank you all for your time. God bless you all. You'll be hearing my voice again tomorrow morning by the special grace of God. But yes, on the WhatsApp channel, you will continue to get tips from us. Okay. Thank you all for your time. God bless you all. Bye for now. Kí ló ń ṣẹlẹ̀? You dey where? Okay.